Now, if you're looking for a bag to fill multiple roles, the bailout, or often referred to as the patrol bag layout, is an awesome option. You usually get a couple different ways to carry and maneuver the bag, but also a plethora of organization and different compartments to carry all sorts of different gear in different scenarios. Well, today we're going to take a look at LA Police Gear's version of the jumbo bailout bag. This is something that's about 30% bigger than your average bailout bag and is designed to be that multi-role pack or bag that you can put in all sorts of different scenarios. I'm going to give you a few ideas on how I've used it over the several months that I've had it in rotation and just break down what the capability of this style of pack can do. So let's dive into some of the specs and see what this design has to offer. So materials and dimensions are part of what I believe makes this bag so capable, and that is that it's made out of 600 denier polyester with a PVC coating, so it's tough and durable, but also has that PVC coating to help fight against grime and just gunk and makes it easier to clean it overall. And then the outside dimensions being 20 inches by 11 by 15, and then the main compartment is so cavernous at 16 by 5.5 by 13 inches that it's going to be able to hold all kinds of different gear and equipment depending on the scenario you're wanting to deploy it in. So any bag worth its salt needs to be able to be transported from point A to point B. This has two options. The first one we're going to look at is the shoulder strap. Now the shoulder strap is on a swivel. It is detachable if you don't want it. It is a heavy duty piece of nylon that's really wide, so it's going to carry heavier loads well. It is fully adjustable, so if you're a smaller frame person, you can cinch it down. For me, being 6'2" and 215 pounds, I can easily get it over my shoulder and do a crossbody carry without issue, no problem, and I can easily hang it on my shoulder as well. So that is great that it is fully adjustable in that way. What sets it a little bit apart is the pad. A lot. I have a mystery ranch that didn't even come with a pad, and I paid, I think, $160 for it. It normally goes for $160, the bag itself. And I had to go out and spend extra money to get the shoulder pad. This shoulder pad has not only got a dense either foam or rubber in it to kind of give it a little bit of cushion and support. It is got rubber on the exterior all the way across it, and it's very large. So what that rubberized material does is grabs onto your slick coats and outerwear. I can't tell you how many times I've had a messenger or shoulder style bag and you throw it on those raincoats and it just slides right off, and it's super annoying. You're walking with a hunch, it's all, you know, awkward. This grabs onto it and will have a very tactile feel to it, which is awesome. If you don't want that for some reason, you can reverse it, and then you have a cloth side, still a little tactile, but doesn't have that grippy rubberized feel, or you can just remove it altogether. So that is a huge selling point to me when I'm looking for a bag that I'm going to be carrying particularly regularly over my shoulder with different types of outerwear. Then the secondary way is your basic grab handle, Velcro to keep those together, well padded, so it's not going to bite into your hand when you're carrying heavier loads. Now, I always appreciate water bottle pockets, and this bag has two, one on either end, and they will easily accommodate your full-size Nalgene's. They're, I believe, 3.5 inches in diameter. No problem, easily slides in and out. You are going to also get a cinch down toggle with some paracord. That would have been nice to have shock cord just to kind of cinch it down a little bit more, but the fact that it is there and it's not just relying on elastic means that it will hold up for a longer period of time. Now the zippers are overbuilt and have a little rubberized toggle on them, and they do run real smooth. I've never had one snag or catch on me, but they're a no-name brand of zipper. It would have been great to have YKK on them, but that's where you're going to see some of the cost cutting to bring the price down on this bag. And as I talked about a little bit earlier, the value is pretty crazy, and in 2022 with everything skyrocketing, it makes sense when you can to save a little bit of money. Somehow, LA Police Gear sells this for $50. And there's 7 different color combinations right now, including high-vis red. So if you did want to build out a trauma kit, that would be a perfect color to go with. Now, on top of that, I have an exclusive promo code for 10% off your purchase, not only for this bag, if it's something that you want to go with. You could go with the smaller original bailout bag if you think that this might be a little too monstrositous. That's a word for you, but also all the other stuff that LA Police Gear carries. And I do appreciate them sending this over to me so I could use it, break it down for you guys, show you what the capabilities are, pros, cons, so you guys can make the wise choice. Is this something that maybe is needed in your, collection and in your rotation, or not? That's what I'm always doing with these type of videos, giving you guys data so you can make a wise choice on the gear that you purchase. Now, there's so many different ways you can use this bag, but I'm going to show you 3 quick loadout ideas on how I've packed it out and used it so far. The fat pitch is to do a completely dedicated go bag, you know, survival kit in this. Easily done. You can have your water purifier like a Grayl system right here on one of your water bottle pockets. You can have your standard already filtered, ready to go water right here. Then you got all sorts of, you know, obviously exterior attachments for, say, your leather gloves. You can use these compartments that normally would be designed for 2 30-round mags. You know, get a good sized fixed blade in there, maybe concealed, or, you know, depending on your loadout, maybe it is the spare magazines. You know, do hands-free illumination with a headlamp. Stay rad and communicate with other people with, say, 2 radios. Depending on the size, you could do a monocular, which is what I got here, or a binocular. Throw it in there in the other magazine pouch. Then get your full dedicated cook set with titanium mug, burner, fuel container, all fully enclosed. Some dehydrated meals. And I feel like Mary Poppins in here, the bag never ends. A compact shelter system right there. Spare jacket, whipper around. Battery-free, you know, hand crank flashlight, butt wipes when nature calls. I mean, you name it. I mean, it just continues. I mean, again, I'm probably using in each one of these scenarios like 2/3 of the entire space that is dedicated to this bag. And get rid of our fun patches and, you know, slam on your med kit patches. I mean, that is a fully dedicated trauma bag. And because particularly of the main compartment, I mean, you could get some types of compact stretchers involved in here, as well as just a load of supplies. And with the exterior pockets, organize the heck out of them for all those quick access, need immediately type of trauma equipment. Popular ways you would load out this bag as kind of a messenger, go to the office EDC bag. Now on the front here, we do have hook and loop that you can put all kinds of morale patches. We do have Yukon Cornelius pack in there. Good old Yukon Cornelius. I think that is an LA Police Gear patch as well, so that's pretty sweet. And in these, just as an example, they're so massive that I have in here, you know, a pile of cords. Then I can get my, you know, backup hard drive, and then there's organization right in here for, say, like your flashlight, Leatherman multi-tool. You know, you can get pens, pencils, all kinds of stuff back in there, secondary pocket. I mean, and that's not really even taking up that much space. Again, those zippers running real good here on that. And then over here, I'm not even really using that. There's so many different ways that you could organize that. I have some tactically deployable gum, Trident gum. Got that hook and loop pocket, and that's going to easily be able to put all those different documents and different organizers that you might want in there. Really like this kind of hidden top pocket. Makes it really easy so you don't have to go rummaging around if there's something that you get into a ton. Easily can handle like a small battery bank and your phone charging cable if you need to. And those zippers, you can see they're not snagging, running real good. And so as I've been stating, this pocket is just so big and it has so much capability. I can easily get a 15-inch laptop in there. I've got my full-size MacBook Air in there, as well as a large iPad or tablet. I've got my canned headphone case. That's big, bulky, and cumbersome. A lot of messenger bags aren't really even capable of carrying that. Got my Bible in there, and got my eyewear in there for the blue light glare glasses. And there's plenty of extra organization with several large sleeve pockets in there that you could, very large pockets that aren't even being used, as well as 2 very large mesh pockets for extra organization. And that's not really even using this whole backside for organization. So this isn't really even being used. And if I want to come up with some more stuff, I can easily pack in there, organize however I want. And guys, these are just a few of the ideas that I've had so far and that I've used this in over the last several months. But you could also use this as like a diaper bag, tactical diaper bag for you dads. You know, I've had 2 boys. This would easily have been able to handle anything when they were a little bit younger that they would have thrown at us when we needed spare changes of clothes and diapers and all the rest. Obviously, you could use it as a dedicated patrol bag in law enforcement or military vehicles, or a dedicated range bag. This would easily be able to handle several side sidearms, as well as plenty of ammunition and other accessories that you might need for a day at the range. Use it as a tool bag, use it as a photography, videography bag, use it as a compact carry-on bag. I could easily go for an extended weekend with all the clothes as well as grooming supplies that I might need for a short trip. And that's just scratching the surface. Well guys, there you have it. I hope that this video has been fun and entertaining, but also giving you some ideas, some food for thought of what are some multiple roles that this bag might make sense for you to put into rotation. And I'd love to hear your guys' comments on maybe some that I haven't thought of. You know, there's, I'm sure, a ton out there, or maybe you have one, and how do you use it and deploy it, and how does it work for you? I look forward to reading the comments and just having the discussion that we always have here week in, week out with the Gideon's Tactical family. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe and become part of the GT family and what we're doing here. You get new content every single week, breaking down different gear items and different products and how they work and operate, giving you pros and cons so you guys can make a better decision on, is this the right piece of equipment and gear for me? And so with that, guys, I invite you to check out the other video popping up and subscribe. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.